Alright, this is going to be a quick learning experience, if you want to call it that, about the Corel video studio software, editing software. Whether you just have the Pro 6 or X6, or if you have the Ultimate version, I think even if you have the 5 or 4 or 3, I think they all work very similar, or they almost look very close to each other. So I'm going to try to sit here and go through some of the basics of what Corel actually can do. If you have Corel software, which I've heard and seen a lot of comments of how to use it, well, I'll go through the basics of what I've learned. By no means am I a pro, nor do I work for Corel, nor do I understand the full capabilities of this software. I just know what I know by playing with it and by looking at other YouTube videos, and I'm just trying to help out the YouTube community, especially on the gun channels that I cater to, and that other channels cater to me as well. So if you guys are out there using this software, I hope this can be of service to you. And here we go. Now, I'll give you a quick example with some of the sample videos they bring. This is more or less your Windows setup. I don't know if you knew or not, but you can actually double click on I'm sorry, not double click, but you can actually expand a window individually and make the view whatever you want it to be. You can also open this up and make it wider. You can make it narrower. I like to keep it at that distance. That always works for me. And I apologize, my screen is a little bit on the glitchy side right now, but yeah, it's not the best program out there, but it is, in my own personal opinion, the best program for a beginner to be able to use. I mean, it has all the basic functions, and I am not a pro editor, nor do I want to work for television or anything like that, but I think it's quite complete and quite fun to use. I'm going to use this little sample videos that it comes with here, like this one. You can use this one. Any one of these videos will work just fine. So if you press play, you can see the video. Let's say that was a video I actually recorded. I can use that to go ahead and set that up into my timeline, and that would be my video right down here. Let's say I wanted to record another side or another portion to that video because I forgot to do an addition, and I wanted to show how to draw more or less a map of the world. I would go ahead and throw that in my timeline as well on that first slot, which is dedicated for videos. And then let's say I wanted to throw in some additional audio. Corel has this little feature right here where it's record caption, and if you choose this, you can do a voiceover in case you don't like the original recording of what you're doing with your own voice. Now, if you come up on screen like some people do, voiceovers won't work because obviously it won't match what your lips are moving into. But if you don't show your face on screen and you just speak, you can pretty much do whatever you want with this voiceover feature. What I'm using now is the screen capture feature. You can take screen snapshots. You can pretty much do a lot of things with this software. Import from an Audio CD mobile device. I mean, you can play around with these features that you see here. It does come with these preset video embedded options that you can place on your videos. You can also get them out of there, and you can select them and deactivate them if you want to call it that. You can also have photos. So let's say you wanted to look through your folders for a specific photo or whatever the case may be. You would go through here, you would go through your files, desktop, libraries, photos, videos, whatever it is. This is my personal stuff, so I'm not going to get into it. But just so you can know how to open up a file that you have uploaded. I don't know if you guys know this or not, but I actually just use my phone I have a Samsung Galaxy S3, and that is an HD camera, recording capable camera. I don't have a fancy $1,000, $2,000 video camera recorder with 1080p or none of that. But I do know how to make my videos 1080p if I wanted to. With that being said, you don't need a $3,000 camera to get good quality videos. You just need to know how to get that good quality on screen on YouTube, and how to provide your viewers with those options. Here you have, like I said, your photo options, you have your music options, so you can activate and deactivate those features as needed. Corel comes with a few preset audios here, not songs, but just like sound effects type of things. And these are some of the videos that I obviously put up, and that's how I break them apart, and that's how I edit them. And I just put that out there so you guys can see. But let's speak about some of the features that it can have, and I might need to split this video up into a couple of multiple different videos. We'll see. But you can do sound effects. Okay, let's say this is my first video, right? And I have the little sun. My continuation video is going to be me drawing the world. Let's throw another one out there just for explanation purposes. Let's throw this little video of how to draw that face, a smiley sunny face. Alright, so we go to project, and you can actually start it from the beginning, and this will be pretty much how my video looks. Alright, it'll be one video, the next video, the next video after that, and the next video after that. But you don't want to show it live in that format, so what you want to do is actually try to create some transitions. So here you go to your transition box, and you can choose any kind of transition you like. You can set up your favorites, or you can choose all, and there are plenty of transitions to choose from on this software. As you can see here, I mean, you have quite a bit of transitions to choose from. If you want to make any one of these your favorite, you can highlight them, and you can just go to add to my favorite, and they will automatically become your favorite. But let's say I wanted to use, for example, this transition to separate that video. So I would go ahead and, let's try that again. I would go ahead and put that there between those two videos. Let's say I wanted to make this another transition between those two videos. And let's see something else from down below. Let's say I wanted to make this one another one of my transition. I would put that there. Now I would go to project again. I would rewind it all, and I would play it. And this is how the video will look like with transitions. So it'll make it just look slightly more integrated, if you want to call it that. It'll give it a smoother transitioning look, rather than just cutting off from one video to the next. On this one, you can actually even work on the transitions, how you want them to be. So here I double clicked on that transition. Notice how the color of that transition was green. If I play it, that breakaway point on how the transition comes in is green. I can change that to pretty much any color I want in here, and that's pretty cool. So if I wanted it to be let's say red, I choose red, and now my transition coloration for that specific transition is red. So that's another cool feature, and you can actually work on any of these transitions, and you can make them go from left to right to up to down. And if you double click on them after you put them up, integrate them into your videos, you can make a lot of things happen. So that's on the transition side. If you have any kind of music that you want to add to this, let's go back up here again. So let's say you want to add a sound effect or something. I think these are songs that automatically come from Corel. They are not your full library, but these are some of the basic ones that they come with. Oops, let's try dragging that again. Oh, hold on, I can't put it in the video. I apologize. I gotta put that down in the audio right down here. So I'll put that there. I'll select play just to listen to the audio, and you know, that's okay. That would be the audio, and it's a full song. It'll tell you it's a 7-minute long song, so you know, you can adjust that. The cool thing about Corel is that you can adjust the length of it. So if I don't want it to be that long, I could bring it down. All I have to do is go towards the end and just pretty much minimize the length of that song to however short I want it to be. So if I want it to be only the length of my video, I'll bring it down to there, and then I can select play again just on the song, and that is now my new length for that song. Okay, I can now go to project and see how everything will integrate together. So now I have my song, I have my video, and my transitions all coming in together at the same time, which is pretty cool. Alright, and you know, you have other things you can do with Corel, such as adding text. Right here, adding text. You guys have seen some of my ending text portions, which is this one right here. So you know, all you would have to do is drag that one down towards the end of your video, and that would be your outro, if you want to call it that. This would be your title page, and you can select any one of these features to actually make a text box, and you can edit each text box to your liking. So let's say I wanted to make my intro this one right here. Okay, that's no problem. I can just go ahead and grab it and put it right at the beginning of my video. Alright, and at that point all I would have to do is just double click on the screen right here, and I can type anything I wanted. As far as my intro video would be. Apologize, I'm getting a phone call.